It's time for the Steve and Kyle podcast with Steve.
Is time money? 80% of the audience said yes, of course it is.
Yeah, time's money.
Boy, that is the world's worst work conference that you have to go to. Hey, everybody, you know one thing about time, right?
Money!
When I say time, you say money. Time!
Money!
Time!
Money!
Go out and get those sales leads! And then you just go to your hotel room and hang yourself.
And Kyle.
If you're thinking of switching careers midstream, is this your midlife crisis?
Boy, is there a sadder one than that?
To leave the mortgage industry, the traffic reporter industry?
Is there a sadder midlife crisis than wanting to become a traffic reporter?
Like some people go out and buy a sports car or a leather jacket.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Not Kyle.
No, I decide I want to be in the chopper.
Now, here they are, two guys who are living in style, Steve and Kyle.
Everything all right?
But hearing a buzz.
Oh, could be.
Probably just my brain rattling around.
Yeah.
From, I told you before we cracked the mics. I think last night was a watershed moment for me.
Yeah, this is surprising.
You know, for all of my life, I've been just way too into sports. And I'd be the first to tell you that up until probably 5 years ago, I was way too into sports. Mm-hmm. Until I had, kind of a moment of self-reflection and kind of turned on my heel a little bit and thought, this is not worth it anymore. These athletes are very good at what they do. They're also making a lot of money. I don't know why I'm sitting in my 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in a suburb hours away, caring this much about something that obviously I have no impact on.
You're a sports guy.
And that hit a peak last night, I think, where we had kind of known it was coming. The Detroit Tigers, which is, as I told you, probably the second most important professional sports team in my life, behind the Detroit Lions. Last night, we're in a deciding Game 5.
I got some questions about that, by the way.
What, the Detroit Lions?
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
In a deciding Game 5 in a playoff series. And for the last 45 to 50 days, I've just been kind of checked out on them. They have one of the more unprecedented collapses in sports history.
I don't know much about much, but I know that the Tigers had a rough August and September.
So when it gets to Game 5 last night and I see them take a 2-1 lead, I'm engaged. When I see an inning later, a 7-year minor league hitter in his first professional playoff at bat on his first swing tie that game at 2, I think that's it. You know what?
Didn't feel good, did it?
I don't think I'm going to stay. I don't think I'm in this for the long haul. And sure enough, it got to, I believe it was the 10th inning. It may have been the 11th where I stood up and Seattle hit a leadoff double. So no outs, runner on second. I stood up and I said, well, I'm going to bed. I don't need to see my team celebrated on. And I'm more irritated than I'm enjoying myself. And you know what, Steve? I went to bed.
And then you slept well?
I wouldn't say well. I was a little bit amped up from watching the majority of the game. Mm-hmm. So it was like a bit of a cool down period, trying to get a cool down period while just laying in bed, right? And Katie stayed up to watch some of it. But no, my brother was had some obligation last night, so he wasn't in front of a TV. He texted me, "Can you give me updates on the Tigers?" Mm-hmm. I didn't even answer him. I need some intervention, and maybe that's from you. Maybe it's from a professional service to fully disengage me from being like a sports fan. And I don't know how to go about it.
Okay.
They've just mattered too much to me throughout my life.
Yeah, I mean, you're an addict.
Yes, right. That's the best way to, honestly.
I would assume that there's some kind of program that you can go to, a 12-step program of some kind.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like it'd be one of those, like an ad for DirecTV. Right? That somehow takes off. Are you a recovering sports fan? Or trying to break the habit?
Yeah.
And then that's, some comical people of sneaking peeks at screens and their therapist yelling at them or slapping them on the wrist.
This is going to be tough for you, though, because you're, as we've talked about, a degenerate gambler. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And as far as I know, all of your gambling is sports related, right?
It is, yeah.
Are you like, have you turned into such a pathetic gambler that you're now like gambling on what time sunrise is in Topeka?
No. Unless you find a good market on that. And then, yeah, for sure, I'll be in on that. No, I'm glad you asked, Steve.
What's the over-under for 6:18 a.m.?
I am boy, there's no other way to put that. Degenerate gambler. You're right.
Yeah.
What would you guess my win percentage on gambling this year is?
Because
I've got a dashboard, formulas, everything going. This thing's beautiful. I just look at this. It's so beautiful. Color coded.
I feel like you've told me before. I thought you were doing pretty well.
The win percentage is 29.
That is not very well. I was going to say like 65.
But
do you have a total? Like, do I have a total? I feel like an idiot for asking this. Do you know how much you have wagered?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know how much you have won?
Yeah.
So, your win percentage may be low, but
sure,
dollar amount wise, you could be ahead.
Yeah, my ROI, which is return on investment for you're just idiots.
Right.
Is 13.9. I've made money.
13.9 what?
Percent.
Oh, percent. Okay.
Yeah. So what I put in,
Is that like $13?
No, I will say this. I have.
You got yourself a Big Mac meal at McDonald's?
I have withdrawn this year in order to make additional payments on loans, whatever. My wife's student loans.
Yeah.
Over $3,000. And I'm only withdrawing profits.
And we still got a quarter of the year left.
And
still got Q4 left.
And you know what, Steve? I only bet my max bet's $10. I just don't bet more than $10.
Okay.
I don't care if I have a bad day, I'm down $50. Who cares? Right? But you have that day where that little box on my chart goes green when I update the wins and losses.
Yeah.
I go, yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have it set up so it's automatically integrated with tickers and.
I haven't figured that out yet. I probably need some coding help on that I don't have.
Yeah, a lot of if-thens.
Yeah, but
we digress.
Yeah, but I think last night needs to be that moment for me. And I don't know if I need you to keep me in check. So maybe if I can give you like an alert or send you a text, say, hey, the next Sunday night is a playoff game for whoever. Mm-hmm. That's where I would need you to step in as the now pro bono therapist and
pro bono, great.
interventionist.
Okay, so more responsibility.
Interventionist / therapist to make me plans. Right? Whether it's the two of us, maybe, hey, I need you to come put these nails in this wood.
No, I don't want to do that.
I was trying to come give you something up your alley. I thought that you'd like to do that.
Busy man. You got some Jeep stuff over there. You might have me.
No, I mean, I would come over here to put those nails in that wood.
All right.
Like, just something to be like, hey, I really need you to do this.
What do I got to do to get you into an old rusty Comanche?
Oh, listen, I'm on board. You need help? Listen, it wasn't that long ago we used one of your children's sleds to carry, I don't know what it was, an axle or a transmission to the backyard through a snow pile.
I'm actually picking that up from the sandblaster today.
Oh, progress somehow still being made.
You want to come with me? It's actually a lot lighter. I disassembled it quite a bit. It can be lifted by one person, but
you need a hand. You let me know.
All right. We got to go about 45 minutes from here to pick it up.
You know what? I am checking my schedule as we speak. TBD.
I'm not saying you help with my Comanche. I think you got to get your own. Get your own Comanche.
Listen, I've been asking you for the past 45 days to let's do that. We just need to find the right candidate that you and I can then wrench on and make presentable to the legal authorities to say this thing could drive on the road eventually.
Yeah, this baby's not going to break in half.
All my marketplace is now is Sea-Doos and Jeeps.
You finding good deals?
I got to tell you, there was one I almost sent you, but it was somebody said it has the death wobble and it's not drivable, and I thought, I don't know what that is.
Oh, death wobble, yeah, that's it.
But I would assume Steve knows what it is.
That's a Jeep thing.
Yeah,
that's when you're going to slow down and you hit the brakes and your whole front end goes.
Okay. So he said it's not drivable. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to send that one to Steve. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Oh, even more. That's because it's easy to fix. The parts aren't that expensive, and you can lowball the hell out of somebody for it. You're selling it for $2,000? I'll give you $200.
Yeah, you idiot. I don't know. I'd call him an idiot.
You trying to kill me? Trying to kill me with death wobble?
But I feel like I need your help. That's all.
So
I just wanted to.
I'm now responsible.
Well, you're on the clock, and I feel
but
like
it's pro bono, as you said.
Yeah, but you know what? The sponsors in AA, they're also pro bono.
Yeah, I'm not going to be an AA sponsor.
No. Good news for you. It's not alcohol related. This is just being a sports fan. So if I text you like, Steve,
gotcha.
I've got that itch. I know the big game's on in a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm struggling. That's where you would step in with whatever intervention methods you've learned in your time as a sponsor.
Kind of like in, you remember the movie with Jim Carrey, The Truman Show?
Yeah. And that was the one where he didn't know, but his whole life was a television show. Yeah.
And at the blink of an eye, if they needed some kind of distraction for Truman, his buddy would like show up with a 6-pack.
Oh,
like out of nowhere.
Yes. That's you.
I'm 6-pack guy.
That's
six-pack
what
Steve.
Yes. I need you to be doing. Yeah, that's boy, that's the best way to put it.
Okay, so you're going to get over one addiction by introducing another addiction, which is just rampant alcohol use.
No problem with alcohol. Let's do it. You got to replace it with something, right?
I know how to set my limits.
How do alcoholics fill the void that alcohol did fill? Because it can't be with personal enjoyment and happiness in life. Mm-mm. That's why we were on the alcohol to begin with. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm seeking validation through professional sports teams and collegiate sports teams that don't give 1 ounce of care that I'm watching them.
Yeah.
So that's me, just like an alcoholic. Need just the same amount of help to break. But you know what? I think maybe I'm doing it on my own. It's just been a long slog. But I think maybe I'm doing it on my own. Last night was a big one for me. Normally, that would be, hey, Reed, bed. Katie, can you put him to bed? I don't want to miss a pitch. Last night, I offered to put Reed to bed. I made sure to take the dogs for a walk while the game was on. I took a shower while the game was on.
Did you watch any of the game?
This is all by design, though.
Did you see like 4 minutes of it?
It's by design because I get too anxious watching these things. And there's no joy in it for me anymore. I find myself, I say, they're up 2-1. Go, yeah, who are they going to blow it with? Right? I'm just miserable.
Well, it's just going to be more disappointing now.
And sure enough, but then I wake up this morning, I'm like, see, I was right. I was right.
So there's a little bit of justification, a little bit of pleasure in your brain thinking, yeah, I was right.
But that's no way to enjoy anything. This is supposed to be something that I like doing. It'd be like if you went out there to the Jeep Comanche every day, which I'm guessing it's... What do you go out there to just visit the Comanche? You sit down, you crack a beer, chat Comanche with the Comanche, pet it.
Pet it, yeah.
How often do you do that? You go out there a couple times a week?
Yeah, a couple times a week. If I can. I try to.
That'd be like you walking out there, but the entire time before, during, and after, grumbling about what has gone wrong or what is about to go wrong. Well, the tire's probably off it now. I mean, it's just been sitting there. The tire's probably deflated, and next thing you know, I need an oil change, and the windshield's dirty. I can tell you that.
I did get to that point for a bit within the last couple of months when everything just kept going wrong. Like, no matter how much I would try to fix one thing, like I'd fix one end of it and it would break on the other end. Yeah. So I'd fix that end and then it would break in the middle.
Oh, I think I probably asked you this before. Have you hit a point at any time with the Comanche project that you thought, boy, I wish I hadn't done this?
No.
See, there you go.
No. But I have had that fantasy of like, I'm out picking up supplies for my next project at the big box store, and somebody pulls up, and it's like a scene out of a movie where the limousine pulls up and the back window rolls down like just enough to see a cigarette sticking out, and then somebody just says, "How much you want for it?" And I say, "I don't know, $100,000," and they say, "Done." And it's like the little stack of money passes through the window.
Yeah.
And then they back their limousine / tow truck up.
Obviously.
And tow it away.
Yeah, the extra long limo truck, tow truck. For me, I think it's always been chasing those highs of me being a sports fan, of the high memories that you recall from whatever hobby when you were a kid or a young adult, where those memories are burned in. And I know some of the moments for me. Yeah. And it's been, at this point, more than 20 years of chasing those like 2 moments in my life. And one was the Tigers not even winning the World Series, making the World Series. And one was the Detroit Pistons winning an NBA championship in 2004. That's it. I've spent 20 years chasing those fleeting moments of joy through the most fruitless endeavor of all time.
Yeah, there have been some rough patches.
Well, it's so time consuming too. I'm not making progress like you are when you're working on the Comanche. Like you said, you're going to pick up a sandblasted axle transmission today, right? Isn't that what you called it?
You sound like a stooge when you say axle transmission. I mean, if you want to get real particular, there are transaxles where it's the axle and the transmission kind of meshed into one.
See, I knew I had it
but
right.
But then you're going rear engine, like a Porsche. You know, that's going to have your standard transaxle in it. But I don't need to tell you that. No. And we digress.
I was just speaking to the simpletons out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, at least with you, there's been progress or noticeable things like, hey, there was rust here. There's no longer rust.
This might be the nicest thing you've ever said about the Comanche.
For me...
Giving me credit for something?
Well, I mean, listen, you took a big power thing and you went, for hours on end. Like, let's not conflate what you're doing with, like, learning to be a firefighter, okay?
What was that tool called again?
The big power thing that you went, right? Isn't that what got rid of the rust?
Hey, Jim, pass me the big power thing.
Yeah, no. The one that goes, and then Jim hands it to you, right? Because Jim knows what you're talking about.
Jim knows exactly what I'm talking about.
So you've been, you do that on your hobby, or
First
what
of all,
feels like.
I want to thank you for your compliment.
Obviously.
I appreciate it.
I mean, that you bank that one. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas me, I just spend hours on end every week trying to explain to my kid why that wasn't defensive pass interference in the second quarter of a game against Cleveland.
Yeah, because you don't have anything to show for it.
No.
Unless it's one of the games. I would imagine in most cases you have money on the games that you're watching.
No, not entirely.
Oh, so like last night when you were watching the Tigers, you didn't have money on.
There's a few bucks floating around out there. Yeah, not a lot, but
in that case, yes, you do have something to show for it. Granted, it may be $20, $30, whatever, but yeah, that's something to show for it. Yeah, and I guess I never looked at it from that perspective.
Being a sports fan,
what am I getting out of this?
Right. Like, the idea would be, it's the joy of the fanhood and something you care about succeeding or failing or whatever.
But you're literally doing nothing.
No,
you're contributing in zero way.
And I'm sitting here getting mad.
The team winning the game.
Yes, right. And even if they do win the big game, right? Like your Philadelphia Eagles have won a Super Bowl, multiple in your lifetime.
Yeah.
My team has made the playoffs like twice. But even if they got over that, I would be curious. Now, when I bet Brother Mike, when Katie and I were in New York like 7 years ago, we met them for lunch. And he explained to me, he said the words out loud in front of his wife, that when the Lions win the Super Bowl, it will be a bigger moment for you than when your kid's born. And you know why he said that? He said, because it was for me.
That's, hear that, Daniel? Hear that, Joey?
But I don't know if I can get there anymore because I've been so jaded as an already grumpy guy, piled on by the years of 15 innings and 2 runs last night. My Detroit Tigers failing yet again.
Yeah.
I need to break the cycle. And apparently that needs to be via Jeep Comanche.
Look, you say the words, you give me a dollar amount, I will have you a Comanche in the next week.
Oh, wow.
I'm dead serious. I am dead serious. I've seen I don't know what it is. It must be selling season for the Comanches because I've seen a lot of posts pop up lately. A lot of stuff within a couple hour drive. We can scoop one up. Granted, I'm going to take all the good parts off of yours without you knowing. Sure. Or just try to convince you, you don't want this. This is garbage.
I see one in West Olive. Pretty close for 1990. It's a short bed. Is that
1990? Okay, so you got the HO, so it's not the Renix.
$3,500. Does this person think they have a gold mine on their hands, Steve?
That might be decent. How the floors look?
I don't know. It's this looks like one that I can't see the back, but I'm guessing it has some truck nuts hanging from it.
Send it my way. I'll look into it for you. I have so much useless knowledge about 1986 to 1992 Jeep Comanches.
What would it take you?
To buy another one? Nothing.
That's all I needed to hear. Coming soon. Jeep Comanche.
Okay. Oh, I've seen this one before. Yeah.
What would it take for me to convince you to hang a pair of truck nuts on the back of that Jeep Comanche?
I'm sure we could 3D print some.
Oh, we absolutely could.
We could print them by the end of this episode.
We could have truck nuts with our logo on it.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now look. Let's see. This thing's got Super Duty axles. There you go. You looking to take this thing big boy vroom vroom up the sandhill?
You know me. Love those piles of dirt that you can mount with a vehicle.
3,500 might not be... okay, no headliner. I got one of those for you, though.
He's already come down 500.
I'll give it to you for a very good deal. Looks like the work...
I mean, it's not second chance Jeep's work.
Sure. Yeah, you got no drive shaft. That's going to be an issue. Zero interior. Yeah.
Zero. I didn't even look at the pictures.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in there.
I'm going to say, that doesn't seem good for that price point.
I can find you all the parts you need.
Oh, you could find me an interior.
Yeah.
And then we just drop it in and it's good to go, right?
Yeah. Simple.
Perfect.
Simple. I got some spare parts out there. All right. So you are now giving up your fandom.
I'm a free agent. I feel like I need a hobby now.
Well, it's funny you bring this up because I needed to mention this. Mm-hmm. I've been wanting to mention it for a while, but I've also been tiptoeing because I don't want to.
Sure.
I know that you you're a bit of a hothead when it comes to sports.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to, get my bell rung.
No, I hear you. Yeah,
for bringing it up.
I am likely to reach across this table with an open hand. That's and then that's just the history of this podcast. That's true.
Is the open-handed slap more insulting than the punch to the face?
Oh, I'll post that on the poll because I think so. I think a punch in the face is like outward aggression.
Yeah.
The open hand slap is meant for humiliation.
It's almost like in those old-timey movies when somebody would take their leather gloves and hit the person in the face with them.
And that would be to insinuate we're going to duel. Yeah. Right? So at least that was a precursor to something. One of us is going to die via bullet. A slap in the face nowadays is just like, hey, I just embarrassed you.
Yeah.
With my fingertips.
Except the power slap competitions.
Oh,
those are
well, that's
the notable exception.
Those are just ogres who eat tree stumps. So oh no, did one of them hear me? How did their family, who obviously takes care of them, hand out those symbols so that their brain could concoct what I just said?
You hit me? Me hit you.
Me hard palm. Stupid ogres. Get a real job.
Do they get paid well?
Steve, there's no way. I'm guessing Dana White hands them IOUs. And they pile them up in their piggy bank. And their mom pats them on the head when they come home that night. And they just keep collecting them.
Not too hard because she doesn't want to disrupt the already developing CTE.
Oh, yeah. It's just loaded in jelly up there. Our brains are all secure and nice and safe and healthy working. And those things are just like a group of 4 walnuts rolling around in grape jelly. Mm-hmm. I'll post that on the poll. Our power slap brains, walnuts rolling around in grape jelly.
But we digress again.
Yeah, sorry. My apologies to, again, anybody who cares about power slap. I think you're dumb.
So I believe it was about 3 years ago.
No, it's 5 years ago.
5. That's funny. It seems like you know exactly what I'm about to bring up.
I absolutely know where we're going.
About 5 years ago, your beloved Detroit Lions traded away Matthew Stafford.
The best player of my lifetime as a Detroit Lions fan. Well, the best quarterback of my lifetime as a Detroit Lion fan. Yes. Yeah.
Shipped him out to La La Land.
Yep. Holly Weird.
Where he plays for the Holly Weird Rams now.
That's right.
That's what they call the team, right?
Out there in the big city.
City that never sleeps.
That's right. That's right. The Magic City.
Mm-hmm. And you denounced your fandom. You showed up here one day. I think it was the day after he was traded. Somehow you had already gotten a Rams Stafford jersey.
That's right.
You showed up here. You said, I am no longer a fan. They went on to win the Super Bowl that year, that first year that Stafford was their quarterback.
Yes, they did.
And you were off and running. But I did notice every now and then I'd see your Lions fandom poke back out, whether it be a comment, maybe a shirt you were wearing. But again, you had said, I'm done with this team. Mm-hmm. Fast forward to yesterday, maybe the day before. Say, hey, can you load these colors on the 3D printer because I gotta I got to print something real quick.
Yeah.
It was black, white, gray, and Honolulu blue.
That's right.
I thought, boy, that's strange for somebody who has denounced their fandom. But I thought, maybe he's just making a gift for his ogre brother.
That's right.
No offense.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Sorry. I know that's your flesh and blood.
Howard, I know when you think Honolulu blue, you think Detroit. That's what most people do.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, you're right, Steve. At this point, we're just a 3D printing press for the wants and needs of our loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am against my better judgment, printing something for my beloved family that has that cursed logo of the Detroit Lions on it that I can no longer follow in good faith as they traded the best player. Okay, listen, man. Okay, I watched the Lions. What do you want from me?
You picked the worst possible time to be stubborn.
No, that's not true. I picked a good time. They were terrible. I mean, they were terrible those first 2 years, right?
But that was right before
they got good.
They bought the knee-biting, or they brought in the knee-biting coach, and it got all gritty. They got grit, I don't know if you read that.
It was right after. That's when I called it quits. Was after they hired Campbell, and then when they traded Stafford away. That's where I thought I need some time away.
Yeah,
that was probably, when I think about it, my first venture into trying to break free of the stranglehold that sports has had on me for my entire life. Right.
Yep.
And so there I was, just a few months later, watching my beloved lifelong LA Rams fan.
Grew up in the Valley, right?
Well, like I always said, I was a lifelong Rams fan, but outside of the fraudulent St. Louis years.
Right.
So that's why, obviously, I couldn't support them when they left my beloved LA at their little fake time in St. Louis.
Where'd you go to school?
Oh, I went to school right here in Michigan.
Oh, okay. But you grew up in LA.
Yeah.
Brentwood?
Yeah, the hills.
The East
you
Hills?
remember where those fires were, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right by the ocean?
Yeah, right by OJ.
Yeah, and then the ocean, and then there was just down the other hill would be the studio for the big movies.
Right, sure. Hollyweird.
Yeah, that was my life growing up as a big Rams fan until they ripped them from me and brought them to St. Louis. So yeah, I was a lifelong Rams fan outside of the St. Louis years. And I was sitting there watching a Rams playoff game, and I think it was the NFC Championship game, and the Rams were at the goal line, and some penalty got called, and I remember slapping the back. I was standing up because, as you do, Steve, you got to support the team.
Yeah.
I remember slapping the back of the chair that I was standing behind and seeing at that point toddler Reed, like a year and a half, probably 2 years old, 1.5 years old. And he looked up at me with such fright because of the loud noise out of nowhere that I thought, oh boy, this needs to change today.
Mm-hmm.
No more of this.
Sure.
And now what that's turned into is my son couldn't give a about sports. Steve, I see a couple of empty envelopes here that hasn't been addressed. I didn't. What did I miss something?
Yeah, I didn't want them to sit around for too long. So big thank you to our buddy Trevor in Dixon/Burns, definitely not Nashville, and also Billy Stacks in the great capital region of New York.
Oh, Billy Stacks been coming through in the clutch for multiple years now, keeping the slush fund in the coffers. As plentiful as ever. So thank you to Billy Stacks. Thank you to Trevor and Dixon/Burns. That is
an abbreviated viewer mail time right there.
Yeah. Sorry, we didn't. If we got actual mail, we would do the whole thing and then unwrap whatever it may be. Been a little bit. I wanted to. I teased this last week, Steve, and I wanted to follow up. I wanted to kind of put your feet to the fire here. And I'm guessing, I did notice when I came in today, I said on last week's episode that you kind of had a week to fix this before I had to bring it up.
Did I do it?
You didn't do it. I didn't even think you got close. I didn't even think you sniffed
I'll tell you
the
what.
outer region of fixing it.
I thought about this all week. I mean, just woke up in the morning, first thing I thought about. Laying in bed at night, last thing I thought about as my eyes were closing.
I didn't mean to ruin your week like that, but I knew it was going to happen when I said it. But listen, whatever you need to tell yourself to do better in the future, right? Mm-hmm. If that's what it takes, so be it. So it was how many years now since you installed the Wegovy permanent lighting?
It was last year.
Was it really only a year ago?
Yeah.
Boy, I felt like in my brain it feels multiple years.
No, it was probably around this time last year.
And then your neighbors copied you. Now there's three houses with the Govies.
Oh yeah.
And they're all lit up with different color schemes every year. You obviously will be lighting the house for Dallas Mavericks season coming up here in the next few weeks.
I'm a big Mavs fan.
Steve the Mavs fan, Kyle the Rams fan. Mm-hmm. That's just how we do it. But I thought of something recently, and I thought, there's no reason Steve can't do something like this. Okay. Because you have such a perfect layout for what I'm about to describe to you that I think you might be canceling your plans today in order to make this happen.
Okay.
Because if there's one thing I know about you, Steve, it's that you do these things to make your kids, your family happy.
Yeah.
To provide them these experiences that they otherwise might not have.
Core memories.
Like when you installed the pre-Govy Christmas lights and you stood out there and you received 3 shrugs and walks inside. So you decided no longer and you upgraded.
Now I'm going to spend so much more money for your indifference.
I'm going to spend so much more money and I'm going to make that thing look professionally installed because nobody else will look at that other than me. And you did. Mm-hmm. You did it great.
Yeah. Got the little pieces of trim in between each light. I had to special order that.
Yes, you did. Boy, we could have used a 3D printer back then.
Oh, don't you think? There are pieces I'm going to print.
Oh yeah.
For around each bulb.
So I don't know how to bring this up to you as
Is this gonna be insulting?
No, not insulting. I think you should do this.
Okay.
Because I think I've told you for years now, or for at least once or twice, and if not, this will be breaking news. But your Halloween game sucks around here.
Okay.
No offense.
Hey. Oh.
We've joked for a handful of years about the Halloween vomit house on the way here.
Yep.
But I see other houses with lovely setups, right? Like little fenced-in fake graveyards and things. There's a house nearby that has, the 12-foot skeletons, the whatnot. And
I really want there's a house around the corner that I'll have to give you directions on how to get there.
It's a nice setup.
They have 4 of the, they got to be 30 feet tall inflatables. Wow. There's like a Frankenstein's monster, a mummy. There's a big cat.
Okay.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, I love
These things are huge.
Love it. So I got to thinking, how can Steve come through for the Halloween season for his family and for the neighborhood?
Oh, so I got the weight of the neighborhood on my shoulders.
Well, when I thought about proposing this to you, I thought, well, there's no way because it would be a decent amount of work. But then I remembered how much you the bet on Sackfest.
Zach. Again,
oh, sorry.
Again, Zach Fest.
I'm telling you it's a lisp. And every time it gets called out, I just talk to a therapist about it.
Apologies.
Zachfest didn't happen this year.
No, it didn't.
Maybe 2026, maybe never. Mm-hmm. I don't know what. I would be curious as a final period on that group chat that started in whatever it was, April probably, with you and the neighbors that you brought this idea up.
Yeah.
Was that the last time it was addressed by the three of you?
Yeah.
It was. Okay.
Yeah.
That happens.
I think maybe me and Justin discussed it. Well, we should do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You as the spearhead of that seemed like they probably were like, oh, that's a good idea by Steve. He'll obviously pick a date and he'll obviously make a plan, and then we'll just kind of come in and help.
Yep.
And obviously that didn't happen this year. I don't know that you're going to have I got to tell you, I don't want to put a damper on it, but I don't know if you're going to have the time next year.
Why's that?
Are you going to be, is everybody going to be enjoying Sackfest while you're putting siding up and replacing your the deck?
Siding, that's going to take a weekend.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I need that with a side-by-side right. Of the week after you got the Comanche and you're like, no, I could see this thing fully rebuilt in 6 weeks. Or whatever it may be.
Right.
So I've got another option for you.
Okay, what do you got?
That I think would be better because it's a more enjoyable experience for not just the sack, but the whole neighborhood. Is there a bee in here? Steve, you've got the property for it.
Yeah.
Hear my vision.
Okay.
I think we need to put together, and we've got 2.5 weeks to do this. Steve's Haunted Trail. Huh? What other houses?
Well, you can't go, huh? Until I know what this entails.
Huh?
Steve's Haunted Trail.
So I got to thinking about how you've let down the neighborhood.
Okay.
And this is dating back to Sam and Wreck.
Oh, boy.
The antenna on the roof.
Yeah, as heard on the Flashback Friday a couple weeks ago.
The siding, the vehicles on the side of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I've got a way for you to make good, and it's this community event.
That's what I've been waiting for.
You've got, I think, like the perfect property for it. Because you've got, as we've discussed, like the estate, the acreage.
Right, yeah.
Behind you.
Yeah.
That kind of goes, you built your, the warehouse in it, but you've got that wooded area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Spooky back there.
And I'm thinking, we set that thing up as a trail.
Okay.
With props. Get a couple kids, or we act in it. You know, where we jump out and we spook the people.
We're gonna act
now.
Well,
it's a haunted trail, Steve. What do you want? Just the people to walk through look at trees? Okay, trees can only be spooky certain times.
Okay, give me a plot for the story that we're acting out.
Oh, that's a good question.
Again, 2.5 weeks away.
Okay, so Steve's been murdering people for years.
Yes, I'm sure parents are going to love bringing their kids through that. Keep going.
So we've got this etched on wooden post throughout, so they're reading the story as they walk through. So old man Steve, was once smited by the neighborhood because he put an antenna up. So
this seems very specific.
No. So anytime someone would knock on his door and try to hawk their wares for good causes, he'd murder them and bury them in the backyard.
Okay, so now parents are worried that if they send their kids out for the school fundraiser,
Steve, it's a spooky
that I'm
story.
going to kill them.
It's a spooky story. I need you to slip into the story with me, okay?
Again, this is not based on me at all. This is
not
just
even a tiny
to be
bit.
another guy
not
named
even
Steve
a tiny bit.
That happens to live in my house.
He's got corpses hanging from the back of an old Jeep.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, this feels really, really pointed.
I'm just using what we have.
So corpses hanging from a Jeep.
Yep.
Okay.
Dead door knockers.
Okay.
Huh. So I'm thinking we make a little walking path through through your backyard, right? And you could do a little winding trail. Maybe we put up pallet walls so so people will know where to walk.
Oh yeah.
Or obviously rope in between trees to tell people where they can walk, so you don't have people just wandering, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you really want to get fancy, we send them through the haunted warehouse, right, where those said bodies are hanging out of said Jeep.
So the warehouse also has to be haunted.
No, doesn't it? Well, Steve, you can't have people walking through if it's not haunted, right? Because then you're just like, and here's the shed. Nothing going on here. Just wanted you all to see the Comanche. And you flip
what
the
if they're a
light
fan
off.
of Comanches?
We got spooky music. I know we've got speaker. Listen, you have the house for it. You have the property.
Okay.
You send people through the haunted gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which stuff? He's got bats zooming down from it.
Haunted gate.
That's right.
Okay.
And then that's where it starts. We got little stakes, lights out. Come on, man. This is the community event for you.
Boy, this seems like a lot of work.
I don't know. I'll bring over, just essentially load all my Halloween crap up. We'll mix in with your stacker pumpkins.
And you're just going to throw it all in my backyard.
Essentially, yeah. I've got severed limbs, like bloody sheets that I used to hang over the garage.
Yeah.
But listen, we've got all these things that'll be...
We
that
probably 3D print some stuff.
Oh, no question about it. No
bat.
question. And then we're going to obviously move the 2 inflatables that you have up front. We're going to move those into the haunted forest.
Oh, so Mickey and Minnie.
Mickey and Minnie are going to be... Maybe that's how they walk out, right? To give the kids a little, hey, after they've been, kind of tortured through the haunted forest again with the corpses.
Right, yeah.
The
dead bodies.
The ghosts of the door knockers. Mm-hmm. And that's what it like. So we'll just need some actors. So I'm thinking me and you right off the top.
Okay.
And then
right,
I'm thinking...
So we're top billing then.
Yeah, I can get my nephews to be one of the dead door knockers. So they're just maybe standing next to the warehouse. Do you want to buy these?
Oh, so they're eternally knocking
like zombies, right? Until people walk by, and then what? They're jumping out and spooking him, Steve.
Okay. Again, it seems like a lot of work to pull off in the next 20 days or so.
I just feel so bad for the neighborhood. That there were probably families, kids, adults alike, waiting for those hay bales to sit and watch a movie on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the grill going with hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yeah.
Blow up bounce house. The kids were going to be jumping in.
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped the ball on this.
And instead you left them this year with just a pile of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do a make good, you know, and
So my make good
Yeah.
is to set up, what was it called? Steve's Haunted Trail?
I mean, we could workshop that, but yeah, obviously, you know, the haunted sack, however you want to phrase it, to the neighborhood.
I don't know if calling it the Haunted Sack.
What do you mean?
Again, we're trying to, you know, attract young and old, people of all ages. It might be a little weird. Again, the whole theme of it seems a little morbid.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna go over well.
When was the last time you went to a happy haunted house, Steve? Okay. When was the last time you went to where there were happy families eating spaghetti dinners? Right? Is that what you do around spooky season?
I mean, is it SpaghettiOs? Because from where I come from, that's a nightmare.
See, we include that in the haunted sack.
An Italian family eating SpaghettiOs.
Only there's empty, stabbed cans of SpaghettiOs. Yeah, and the kids
and
are
the Wilhelm scream happening in the
constantly.
background.
Just kids devouring it though, but then the parents being so upset that their family has let them down, right?
Yeah. Over in the corner will be like old Uncle Florentine straight off the boat from the old country, just ripping his hair out.
That's right. And obviously with slick back, full head of hair, slick back.
Yeah, very Polly Walnuts looking.
What did I do to let down my family?
Oh,
hey.
This is, I mean, I can guarantee it'll be the only one like it in the area.
I think you can rest assured that the haunted sack would be the only haunted attraction in the country with a SpaghettiOs themed exhibit. I'll post that on the poll. Would you go to a haunted attraction that has a SpaghettiOs themed exhibit? So let me maybe put your feet to the fire a little bit. If you need to take that, please.
No,
Okay, I know. I didn't know if you were having. Let me put your feet to the fire a little bit, because you're a man with plans, right? And we talked about it. Like I'm
a plan man.
You steamrolled into Sackfest this year with. You had the artwork ready to go. Yeah. You just didn't have a date or plans or people or things. But honestly, the first half of it, you were ready to roll.
Yeah. Yeah. The AI really came up with a good picture for me.
A lot of people say the poster's the hardest part.
Yeah.
And you had it. So my question to you is, what can I hold you to for next year that you've maybe promised, talked about, wanted to do, that if you don't get that done, you and I put on Haunted Sackfest 2026. Because that doesn't give us just 20 days.
Yeah, it gives us
a year and 20 days.
20 days. Boy, this is it's tempting to do it this year. But I think doing it next year, I think that's the ticket. Because then we have a year.
Right.
To acquire lots of SpaghettiOs.
I mean, I'm talking cases. Okay, folks, if you want to donate cases of SpaghettiOs,
yeah,
P.O. Box is in the notes of this episode. Please start sending them out. Because you know what? For Haunted Sack, it does not matter if they're out of date. Okay?
Yeah.
We just need to stab them with butcher knives and have SpaghettiO sauce on little fake mannequins of kids, and then just horrified parents in the background because they can't believe their kids are eating and liking
spaghetti.
But they have to be Italian. Okay.
Yeah, of course. They have to have the Italian flag on their shirt to really portray what a true Italian is.
So we have a year and about 385 days or so for you and I. And you know what's good? It's all in your yard. So we don't have to worry about like taking it down for you to mow, because that's an area you don't have to do anything
you know,
on with anyway.
It's going to be nice because it'll be such a surprise to everybody that comes through.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's going to be able to see the progress as we set it up for the no doubt weeks that it takes to put together.
And I am willing to sacrifice now. I put up a ton of decorations. I do a lot of stuff at my house for Halloween.
Yeah,
I am willing to sacrifice that for next year.
Wow,
because I will be bringing the totes of garbage to Casa de Steve,
to my house,
to the haunted sack.
Boy, lucky me.
For the backyard, for the haunted trail. Mm-hmm. I'll contribute to the rest if you can just start focusing on the haunted SpaghettiOs. And then when we get closer, we can recruit again the zombie door knockers.
We may need to ask for some help.
But that's okay. I'm sure there's some local people, kids, adults. I mean, we can get in there and want to scare other people, right?
Mm-hmm. Like you said, your nephews.
What do you think?
I'm in.
Yeah!
100% in.
Now, I'm willing to say, like, it obviously, if ZachFest 2026 happens, okay? Obviously, that's
going to be a lot. That's a lot going on.
Well, I'm willing to say, if you could pull that off without, me nudging you along every couple of weeks saying, hey, are you doing the ZachFest? You doing the ZachFest? Because if I remember right, the last was I was invited to help set up.
Yeah, manual labor.
And then depart promptly.
Right, there was going to be a fence set up at the end of the street where you would be able to stand on the outside. I believe that Reed and your wife were allowed in, though.
Yes. Yeah. So, you can't have the labor, muddying up the high quality of the Zach. I wouldn't want to do that. I think if that doesn't happen, like if I don't hear rumblings of ZachFest by like June or July, I think I'm going to bring this back up and say, hey, I'm bringing the totes over. I've got the spooky sheets, the severed limbs, the blinky lights.
Yeah.
And
the ghoulish music.
Well, you know what? This. I didn't even think about this, how good this is going to work. We got a generator to power it all.
Oh, I'm a Jennyman.
You're a Jennyman.
It's a little bit loud, but we can set it up across the yard.
It's like you knew this was coming.
It's like I've been prepping for this my whole life and didn't even know.
So October 2026, we'll have had the second time the generator was used. Both of them for this podcast.
I mean, I could technically write it off and even more technically take a bunch of money out of the coffers.
Big Dutch Ron, get on that. And then, what did that cost you? Like $40?
Yeah.
I'll send that to you today.
Man, I can't wait. This is, it's going to be a big year here at the podcast. This is definitely something that's going to happen.
You act like I'm going to forget this. I start spooky season like internally August 1st.
Are you setting a reminder for yourself, or do you
Not yet.
You don't even need to?
And if you were to go through my phone and see the podcast related reminders that I have,
it's funny. I went into like some requests or something on my phone the other day, and there was something that you had sent like months ago about a podcast reminder, and I was like, I don't even know what this. I have no idea what this means. Did I accept it? Of course.
Yeah, you got to be on top of things. You can't miss important pod business. That's a big year for you, Steve. I'm excited for you.
It is, yeah. So, spooky season coming to my backyard, October 2026.
I would recommend people take trips. Plan your vacations now around this.
Oh, no. Nobody listening will be invited. If you see it pop up on like the neighborhood Facebook pages, just avert your eyes.
Before I brought this up to you, now most normal people are probably in your boat, right? Where it's Halloween's in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. Take the kids out, right? That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Had you made any other Halloween plans before I brought Halloween up to you today?
Yeah, we're going to a Halloween party next weekend.
Really?
Or two weekends from now.
You?
Me. Yeah, this is going to be the first time that we have a non-family babysitter.
I can't believe that you didn't tell me to interrupt me immediately. 20 minutes ago.
Apologies.
Because I have multiple serious questions and multiple spook-related questions.
Naturally.
That's how the best line of questions go.
So, An example of something from the regular category is, what time does the party start?
Yeah.
But an example of one from spook-related.
Yeah. Do you need blood capsules?
I don't know why I didn't assume that would be one of the questions.
You big dummy. So, because not short on time, but as we go through it, maybe can I ask like one from each category?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start with the spook, or do you want to start with
with whatever you want?
Okay. I want to ask you: are you nervous about leaving your two children with a? Now, is this? You don't have to give me details. Is this someone you met or know through a service or like Facebook you found offering their wares?
Somebody that we know.
Oh, okay.
We know very well. It's one of the girls across the street.
Oh, okay. Because I know that when we had Reed, or when we were preparing to have Reed, we had joined like a couple of local like childcare pages of people offering different forms of it, right? That if you don't want to take them to like the big place that.
Yeah, no, I'm not hiring one of those mutants. No offense.
Apologies to you, local college girls who are looking to make a few bucks on a weekend night. You're now a mutant.
Well, I mean, they know it.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're doubling down. Okay. No, I am sure. Because and you might be right. We've never done it.
Oh, I am. They're mutants.
We've never done it. We've always just used our parents and in my mind, they would all be the girls and people I see in those horror movies that I love. Mm-hmm. Right? Which they're all not mean girls, but they're all, talking on their phone to their friends and while they're doing it, that mentality. Mm-hmm. But in Steve's eyes, they're ooze-soaked like turtles who are going to fight Shredder.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ninja Turtles are not babysitting my children.
So you just got a local mutant.
The only similarity would be we may buy pizza for them.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you the question for someone who hasn't done it then. You, how do you approach the finances with that? Because it's like a local...
Yeah.
Like it's someone you might... If you don't know, you offhand know. Mm-hmm.
This is somebody we know very well. Okay. And she has, like, when we've gone away for a weekend or something, we've paid her to come over and feed Evelyn's fish and things like that. I thought you said
feed Evelyn. I just check in twice a day.
She's fine.
Stop it. Put some more Cinnamon Toast Crunch in her bowl and hit the road.
No, so Annette had reached out to our neighbors and said, earlier this week, and said, hey, we're thinking about going to this Halloween party. Mm-hmm. And we had talked to them when we were at the football game with them a couple of weeks ago. And they said, oh, she might be, they were like, she hasn't babysat before, but she's expressed interest in wanting to do it.
What's the age range? Like, we're talking elementary school, junior high,
high
school? Okay.
So we said, oh, okay. So we kind of kept that in the back of our minds. So we reached out to them the other day, and Annette was the one who reached out to them and said, hey, we had talked about this a couple weeks ago, but absolutely no pressure at all. If she would be interested in doing it, cool. If not, do not feel bad about it at all. We have a couple of other options. Well, they got back to us and they were like, yeah, she said she really wants to do it. And so they discussed a couple of the specifics. And then I think that Annette left it off by saying, this is our first foray into hiring a babysitter. We have no idea what the going rate is. Maybe you guys can kind of discuss it and figure it out. And we'll I don't know, get back to us. So it's just kind of up in the air, but we got a couple weeks to figure it out.
Oh, see, but now you're in a pickle.
We're kind of in the negotiation phase.
You're in a rough spot.
Yeah.
Because it's now someone you know. Mm-hmm. So you can't.
I'm lowballing the hell out of them.
But you can't. If she comes,
$4 an hour.
You need to make the first offer. Because if she makes the first offer, or her parents make the first offer, and it's like, how's 100 sound? And you just directly say no.
Right. No, then we're going to have to do it turns out the party was canceled and never bring it up again.
Exactly. So you need to, no.
Yeah.
We need to stop right now because you need to reach out immediately and offer what you need to offer. How many hours are you thinking?
It'll probably be 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours? Let's call it 4. Right?
And I mean, really, by the time when we leave, the kids...
I already know what you're going to do.
The kids are going to be almost in bed anyway.
I knew that was coming. Boy.
So, I mean, she could technically just go home.
Oh, there it is. So we can cut this down to 90 minutes. 90 minutes in a white noise machine. And you
already got him.
And you
already got the white noise.
You're all set. Right? Toby's here. What's the worst that could happen?
Lock the kids' bedroom doors. So they can't get out.
Yeah. But if it's cold, like turn the stove on, but not the actual flame, just to make sure. Or no, you want the flame on, right? Make sure the flame's on.
That would be bad.
Yeah. Make sure. And then honestly, if it's still a little like chilly or whatever, if it's not really feeling, maybe turn the fireplace on.
Sure, yeah.
And then hit the road.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Get home.
Yeah. This is all a joke.
It's not happening, people. But you're in a rough spot. I kind of want to hear the figure off, whether it be off air or on air
what
in a
week. What are you thinking? Like for say 4 hours.
Yeah, for a junior high girl in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
2 kids. Is saying like $50 to $60.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
In my head, I'm like, well, that seems like a lot, and it is.
Sure, but
I mean, it's also
she's watching our children.
Right.
She's putting them to bed.
So if I know you, Marketplace Savant, right? Right?
I did have to pay $5 to finally get rid of the Tron the other day.
Wait, I didn't mention that. Don't let me forget. Let me send you $5 off the coffers to replenish that.
And of course, I taped a $5 bill to the TV and laid it out in the driveway.
Take that, you losers. Take our garbage and your ripped money. I think you got to start with a low ball.
Okay, so if she says...
Can you text Annette? Do you think she'd answer if she got before we wrap this up?
I believe that she's on a walk with Toby right now.
I was going to say, like, what is she thinking?
I don't know.
Because you said the words out loud, not me.
I think Annette is going to pay whatever they say.
Yeah.
She is not... She's gotten into the marketplace game a little bit, and I couldn't be more disappointed with how she approaches negotiations.
She needs like the Steve class on Marketplace.
She'll see something that's $500, and she'll say
$250, right?
I'll give you $496.
Oh
no! And I'm like, yeah. And she comes back to me all proud, I'm like, no,
got it for $3 off.
Disappointed in you.
You're starting at half, right?
Maybe half. I might go a quarter. If I see that it's been listed for like 3 weeks, you ain't getting anything out of me.
I think, I don't want to say like go behind her back and do this, but if that's the worry, or not the worry, but if that's the alternative where she just like shoots money out of her mouth like one of those toy guns at this junior high kid for the babysitting service.
Yeah.
Maybe you take the onus as Steve Marketplace negotiator savant, and you offer $25 and see where it goes.
Do you think there's a online negotiation service so I could like send them a link and then we could let the AI handle it or something?
We need to find a mutual arbitrator. And I got to tell you, you're in luck.
Yeah, you know one?
You're looking at him.
Okay. All right, so I'll get them in touch with you.
For a mere 20% of the final cost.
Huh. Does that come off of my end? Or
you figure it out. I don't give a crap.
You're the arbitrator. It's literally your job.
No, I don't care who pays. As long as I get paid. Okay.
Or are you going to take 20% off both sides? Like realtors do.
Now we're talking. I will negotiate with both sides equally tough. I will explore the current market rates.
I mean, equally tough, but...
be honest. They don't need to know that. So you found a mutual arbitrator, someone online.
Some would say conflict of interest, but...
Print off a certification or something. I'll take an arbitration Google class. And I'll negotiate this for you.
Okay.
So what... I would be curious if there's a dollar that if you hear it, you say, you will have to reevaluate, that you've decided, right? Like, if they approach you with a dollar amount first, which I think, again, is the death knell for this whole situation, Steve. Mm-hmm. If you hear back from them first, you're going to end up disappointed with how this ends.
Probably.
Is there a dollar amount in your head where if you hear it, you say, well, we're not going anymore? And what is it?
See, the difficult position that I'm in is that this sets the stage for every other time.
If you look like that rug beneath our feet right now, next week, what do you think you're going to look like in a year? Mm-hmm. When Nikki B's a little older?
Yeah.
What do you think you're going to look like in...
I'm tapping into kids' college funds to pay a babysitter so I can go to the local pizza place.
What's most important today is that you look strong against this junior high girl in your negotiations.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
I don't
want her to think that she got the upper hand.
You know what? Let's wrap this up. Let's go knock on some doors.
Okay.
And let's go force their hand. If we catch them off guard now on negotiations...
$15! Take it or leave it.
So we aggressively knock on their door. Right? And one of them answers, and you put them on their heels. You're finger pointing. Okay? You're going, I got 25 for the night and a penny more and you're robbing me. I got kids lined up around the block to babysit these two. Plus, they're going to be asleep in an hour. You don't have to do anything.
Huh. Okay.
You need my steady hand?
I think I'm gonna think about that for maybe a week or so.
Mm-hmm. Wait, in the party next week?
No, it's the 25th.
Oh, 2 weeks. Okay, I thought you said it was next week. Okay,
yeah, plenty of time.
At your service.
Whew. Can't see this going wrong. What would you pay? 4 hours.
I honestly, but that's it. I think I would offer like 50 to 60.
I think $15 an hour is a reasonable.
And there's probably going to be people who message us or post and say, you're lowballing her. And then there'll be other people saying like, whoa, what are you doing? Why are you paying so much? But it's 2 kids. It's half a night. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good amount. And I would bet a girl that age or anybody that age.
Oh, that's like $1 million to them. That's why I want to take advantage and say $15 because that's a lot of money.
I think that might be a touch low for even the low ball end. But I can't wait to see how it plays out.
I mean, if it works out well, I may have a babysitter to recommend for you.
That's right. Well, you have to drive like 3 neighborhoods over. Not even 3 neighborhoods. No, that's a couple miles.
I just ride her bike.
Here's a blinky light so you don't get hit by a car on your way home while you cross 4 major intersections.
Kids these days. Back in my day, uphill both ways. It was
snow.
Always, 80
bare feet,
90-degree heat.
Ridiculous. I now only have 999 questions about the Halloween party. Can't wait. I got more next week then.
All right. At Steve and Kyle, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
what are
Blue
you
Sky.
Gonna be?
Maybe post comments. Let us know what the going rate for the babysitters are in your area.
Yeah.
Right. Now, granted, this is a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. I know that obviously it's all going to depend on a million different factors, but
what's the going rate for 2 little hellraisers to be?
We'll talk to you next week.